Right, my original video was pretty out of focus for some reason, but this is what the new kit looks like. Everything's out of focus, it seems like. But this is what the back of the control looks like. For some reason I can't get any good results here. Plus 5 volts goes to 1. We got a ground and V out. Hopefully this is legible enough. But what you're going to do is you loosen this. Once you put it together, you loosen this so that this can be turned. And you'll turn this in order to adjust for the proper voltage setup on this. You set it up for about 0.25 or 0.3 volts, and then you tighten this back up. This piece right here, you tighten it back up so that it stays correct. You could mark it then once you've done that and put it back together. You have to have a 5-volt source to be able to adjust this. I've done it with connect up just these bullet connectors, and it's the as far as the color codes go, this is Jaguar's doing, not mine, but yellow is your ground, red is your output, and green, of all things, is your 5 volts. All right, so that's basically how it's set up. And then once you get this all adjusted, you put this back on your bell crank. I don't know why I could not get that to focus properly, but it is what it is. And what this does, as far as the different parts go, this piece here is what connects your pot to the bell crank. You've got 2 sides to this, and they're both flatted shafts, but the flatted shaft on the bell crank side is larger. You don't want to try to force the small side on it. Okay, there's a large side and a small side. The small side goes into the pot. And you put the pot down in there, and you adjust this. And then you tighten it back up. Okay, this is for the improvement to the variable voltage sensor on the bell crank. Previous one had a resistor, variable resistor. This one is a Hall effect, a variable Hall effect device, and I'm going to go through the adjustment procedure for it. You have to hook a 5-volt source up to it to adjust it. And these wire color codes correspond to the wire color codes on the old plug. You can still use the old plug and hook it up to these wires once you're done, and you put this back together. So, okay, you have to turn it clockwise. That's my mistake. Clockwise until the voltage starts to increase. And you see it. I don't know if we can get this on there. Okay, it's 0.4 now. Adjust it for. Okay, now this is a 90 degree. This is a 90 degree device. And you have to find the 90 degree span that it's using. All right, so we can see it's starting to go up right now. I'm going to adjust it for about 0.3 right get the damn thing to work. That's pretty close right there. All right. Now we tighten it. We tighten the clamp on it at that level. Alright, I've got it adjusted down to about 3.7 or 0.37, I'm sorry, 0.37 volts. And when you turn the bell crank, it goes up to about 4.3. Alright, so once you're done, this plug here, this is the old plug, you can wire it up. The wires on this, on the pot, are in accordance with the same color code that's on this to make it easy. So you took the green, red, and yellow wires up to their corresponding wires with this plug. Now, the old system used these carbon traces. It was basically a variable resistor. This system is not. It's a Hall effect, which doesn't even touch anything inside, which makes it more able to withstand the rigors of being adjusted all the time without causing wear. You can see that, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this one here is all worn out, and this car only had about 60,000 miles on it. This thing wasn't working. These traces are all worn, and so this doesn't work. And I'm sure that that's a very common thing with these. So the system is going to come with a full set of instructions on how to put it in. You take the old system out and put this in, and this is going to be a lot more reliable in the end. So any questions, you can direct them to us about installation and so forth. You take the bell crank out, take it apart, and put this system in. There's more metal in this one than there is in the old system. There's some plastic. And this is sitting up on a couple of standoffs, and that's all part of the kit. It's pretty self-explanatory. But the adjustment, once it's adjusted, you can just put it all back in. Now you have to make sure that your ECU is supplying the 5 volts, and that's on the green wire. The 5 volts, I don't know why Jaguar had it set up this way. The red is the output, yellow is ground, and green is actually going to be your 5 volts from the ECU. You have to make sure that that's sending the 5 volts, otherwise this thing won't work. Once you're done, you can go ahead and connect up the old plug to it. I used these bullet connectors because at some point I'm going to probably put a sensor on here to monitor that voltage when I press the gas pedal. I'm going to put a computer on this car that will allow me to read all the different sensors and so forth. I haven't designed that yet, but that's the goal. Okay, our belt crank is back together again. Let's see if I can zoom out on this thing. On the bench, I have the meter. $267. I turn the belt crank like I'm pressing the gas. There's your 4.5. Okay. This one's ready to go. Now, to go into the car. Of course, there are a lot of other things that need to be done before that happens, but at least we got this step done.